There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome to another random DOS game show, and that logo automatically means that the game will be good. Well, it used to anyway. Back in this sort of time it did. And today we are playing The Dig. And, well, this is a deep space observatory, and it's all very cinematic. Reminds me of that Jodie Foster movie, Contact. That was it.
Of course I miss you, darling.
Oh, that's nice.
This is the loneliest place on Earth.
I don't know, my bedroom's pretty lonely.
The most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain.
What about that big red dot? That flashing dot? Movement variation detected. Tracking new object.
Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do.
You sure do. Calculating trajectory.
What the heck is that?
It's a flashing dot. I could have told you that. Earth collision possible. Calculating odds of impact. Odds are 1 in 9.
God, that's a big old asteroid.
That number's going down.
Course with Earth.
1 in 1. Those are bad odds. Maybe we'll have to dig this asteroid. And since it's the 90s, I dig it. I'm so sorry. So,
the asteroid has been named Attila,
Oh.
after the war leader of the Huns,
Nice.
who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire.
I'm still getting that
Attila
cinematic
was
feel.
first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
Ugh.
5, 4,
1 in 1 is not 99%, it's 100%. Right? I mean, I'm no mathematician or statistician, but... So, this is giving me Armageddon and Apollo 13 vibes.
This is not a mission the shuttle was designed for. But as Mission Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night...
If the shuttle is the last hope of the human race,
Oh.
then it'll have to do the job, won't it?
Interesting animation style. It's like a 90s cartoon. Okay, let's have a look.
Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
Hey, Brink. Can you deliver us from the brink?
The idea isn't to blow Attila to bits.
Oh.
If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
You said it,
And
Brink.
now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Yeah, Robbins.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe.
Oh,
Danny,
sassy.
I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
Over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive. I don't have to be brilliant, I just have to be careful. The other 2 crew members will remain with the shuttle. Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have.
Mutter,
Miles
mutter,
is our
mutter.
radio specialist.
This is
As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper too.
That was actually funny.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly
Look at that
one
sound
chance.
team. Michael Land and
Got to
Clint
do it right.
Bajikian. Yes.
Let all your prayers be with us.
Beautiful, swelling music. Again, I have to say, very cinematic. Whoa, hold on a second. I just saw a name there. Dialogue by Orson Scott Card. Famous for the Ender series of science fiction books. So, based on a concept by Steven Spielberg. Good lord. So, they have the idea by Steven Spielberg, the dialogue by Orson Scott Card, and what looks to be a point-and-click cinematic adventure game
Low here.
by LucasArts.
The water's fine.
Damn.
Robin's here. Going independent.
Expectations must have been sky high for this. Well, I think we're in the game now.
To the wonderful world of space. Don't bump into anything.
I'll be careful, Commander.
Brink here, going independent.
Come on out, Brink. The water's cool. Alright.
Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
Well, that took 7 minutes. I was just checking my timer there. The first 7 minutes of this game were spent in a cutscene. And what a cutscene it was. So, we've got a point-and-click sort of system here, courtesy of LucasArts, but it differs from their other games because it doesn't have like a bit at the bottom. So we have the ability to go to the asteroid, it looks like, but we have to set up the payload. I think there's a tool chest here. So what happens if we click on Robbins?
This is Lowe. Do you read?
Oh, right.
Robin's here. I read you.
Let's see. What have we got? Ask a question. Say something profound. Stop talking. Brink. Oh, we can switch to whoever is in our party. That's nice. That's a nice feature. Flying pig. Presumably named after the adage about pigs flying, but it's probably something to do with the asteroid. We'll probably have to set that up. But first, I have to say, as somebody who's not American, listening to the lead protagonist there, forgive me LucasArts fans for saying this, but to me he sounds like George W. Bush. His voice, especially when he was talking about would-be senators and stuff in a press conference, just reminded me. But anyway, I stay politically neutral on my channel, so I'm not going to make any sort of comments about that. I'm just going to enjoy playing some games. No negative or positive comments about American politics. Say something profound.
Have you looked up at the Earth yet, Robbins?
Oh, is that big blue thing the Earth?
That's right. It is. And that was actually quite nice. That had that sort of dry LucasArts wit that they developed in the early 90s.
Some people get vertigo when they realize that they're hanging upside down 200 miles over the ocean.
Do some of them throw up? Is that what you want me to do?
I thought it was something you might want to write about.
Yeah.
I actually had a pretty good career as a writer before I had you to think up ideas for me, Commander.
Damn it, Robbins, we could be such a good team. I could write the funny stuff and you could write the informative stuff. Okay, so we could ask questions. Let's ask her one question.
For your first article?
I'm not writing my article right now, Commander Lowe.
And then right. So you can banter back and forth with your party in typical sort of LucasArts fashion. That's nice. But this appears to be our screen. I wonder if that's just for the spaceship, but let's get Robbins to sort this out.
We call it the pig.
I've logged 100 hours working with every tool in the pig, Commander Lowe.
Okay, so
What do you think? think of our archaeologist, Brink?
All right, you don't
I'm
switch.
very impressed with his experience. He headed the U.S. Geological Survey team that mapped the surface of Venus.
He'll be taking a close look at the asteroid to make certain the detonation points they've chosen are suitable.
Okay. So,
Blow out.
we'll stop talking. Is there some... is that I an inventory button? Yes, right. So there's an inventory overlay. And, pen ultimate. Haha. I see what they did there. Arming key and a flashlight. Let's click the pen ultimate. Ah, look, it's a little sort of palm device kind of thing. Asteroid lander. Oh my goodness. It's an asteroid game. Okay, I've come. It's basically lunar lander. That's a nice touch.
I can pilot a shuttle better.
Yes. Mission aborted. Right. Okay. That's nice. It's just a little in-game thing. Okay, calm. We got Brink, we got Maggie, we got Borden, we got Miles. We haven't spoken to Miles.
Miles, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Oh, she's got an option.
Yeah, Boston, I'm on you.
You're on me.
Wish.
Ha ha ha. We both came to the same conclusion. Well, what that says about my mind, I don't know. Yeah, you've got an option for the flying pig. Let's use it.
For the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Ah.
Is the crew clear of the area?
Crew is clear. Proceed.
Sweet. We get to watch the flying pig in action. Oh, it's got a little in-game cinematic and everything. Gosh, this must have been fairly big budget for its day. I mean, when you think Spielberg, Scott Card, and all these, you know, the voice acting's quality as well. And all these cinematics. My goodness.
Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston.
I sure am.
Just be good to my baby.
I'm always good to my baby. I don't know what I'm talking about there. Okay, flying pig. Let's use you.
Load a landing team. I'm taking the pig down to the surface.
Oh, we get to go to the asteroid. Let's do
You be
it.
good to my baby, Boston, you hear me?
Yeah, you said that.
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much.
Yeah.
Blow out.
Lowe's a man's man. He's 90s action hero. The best kind of character. Okay, so we've attached the pig to the asteroid. Do we just click on it again? Yep, just you venture in. The movement's a little slow. Alright, we've opened it up. And then oh right, there's stuff inside. This is how I play point and click adventure. If I die horribly in space, this is how it happens, because I click on everything. 0G digger, explosive unit alpha. Right, so we're gonna... Oh, there's a shovel as well. That's useful. Okay. We have bits and pieces. We should probably look up a walkthrough at this point, otherwise I'll just be floating in space. What about... just floating back out. It's interesting to actually navigate around in sort of 0G and see your people sort of floating up and down. That's nice. I guess we'll yeah, we don't want to fly out into space, but we don't want to use that. Can we communicate with people? Brink, what do you have to say on the matter?
Brink. Come in, Brink.
Oh,
Brink, yeah,
excellent,
I read
excellent. I reckon we could just gossip about Robbins, even though she can hear. I think. The nuclear explode. Wow, we're planting nukes? Okay, let's talk about that.
Charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
He's the expert,
Alpha
right?
charge and beta charge are both doing fine, Commander.
Jawohl. Okay. So...
Is the pig properly secured to the surface?
Yes, Commander. The sensors are all active and it's ready to monitor the explosions.
Right. So...
Blowout.
That didn't really help us. What if we talk to him from here? Not play Asteroid Lander.
Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
No, it's just the same thing.
Blowout.
What if we talk to somebody else? Is there somebody else we're missing? I feel like we've spoken to her. Spoken to him. She's the journalist, Maggie Robbins. I like, they've all got surnames and she's just like Maggie. Borden. We haven't spoken to Borden yet. Alright, Borden.
Load aboard. Do you copy?
Like carbon paper, boss.
Haha.
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives.
Oh right, he sorts the charges
Plant
out.
alpha charge
Not
in
Brink.
quadrant 2. Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
Uh-oh. Well, this could end badly.
How's our little piggy?
Ugly as ever, but Cora might have a different opinion.
Okay, so
out.
that was a bit more informative.
Cockpit out.
It's figuring out who to talk to, but where is the quadrant? That is the question. What if we fly this way into space? Will that show a different side of the asteroid? Aha! So the asteroid is split into multiple quadrants that we travel across. Okay. That works. Which quadrant was it now? Was it 1 or 2? Quadrant 2. We'll go for 2 and see what happens. Okay, this is quadrant 2. You know what? Oh, right, target surface. Okay. There's not much here.
That's where explosive alpha should be placed.
Well, thank you for that. Explosive unit alpha. I am literally handling nuclear weapons. There.
The ground's too rough to attach the charge.
Oh. That's where we use the tool, right? 0G digger. There.
Let's see if we can clear up old
Yes.
Attila's complexion.
Because you can't just stick it on a rock, you know? You need to have a nice smooth surface. That makes sense. I mean, that's not too bad.
Nice and smooth now.
Okay. So, right-click to cancel out of that. Right-click to cancel out of the menu. And now we can plant the charge.
Shuttle, this is low.
Excellent.
Placing the explosive in quadrant 2.
We're making progress.
Acknowledged.
Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
Yeah, Brink, get off your lazy ass.
Right there, Commander Lowe.
Me right there, Commander Lowe. Maggie, you just stay floating in 0G doing nothing. Thank you. Alright.
Excellent work, Brink.
Superb job.
Ken, the charge is set.
Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
I know, we're so good. We've done so well. I guess we could speak to Borden again.
Load aboard. Do you copy?
I'm here, boss.
Okay. What about the next
Give us
charge?
the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Plant beta charge in quadrant 3.
Okay,
Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
we can do that.
Blowout.
Yeah.
Cockpit out.
Okay. Quadrant 3 was it? I hope. Let's see. Quadrant 3, 2, 1, 3. This reminds me of Fate of Atlantis, when you had that little overlay map of Atlantis. And then you guys just looked like ants. Right. Boulder, space, Brink. Okay, I guess we'll do the same again. This is like, it's like a tutorial. It's teaching you how to operate the system, which is nice. Nice early level.
Using the zero-G digger on this boulder is gonna work just as well as trying to move a sand dune with a teaspoon.
Oh dear.
We better think of something else.
Oh.
Better find out what mission control suggests.
Mission control? I'm not calling Houston until I'm sure there's nothing we can do. Just think for a minute.
So, we're gonna leave it there because I've run out of time. But that's largely my own fault because I sat watching the cutscene and talking about 90s space disaster movies. So, yeah. The dig appears to be made of the right stuff. And it would be Armageddon if you chose to miss out on it. And I don't have a pun for Apollo 13. Yeah, this is your standard LucasArts point and click, latter day point and click sort of, well, I wouldn't say latter day, sort of mid-90s point and click adventure game, but with a space twist. And it's also got Steven Spielberg and Orson Scott Card involved, and those are some big names in the sci-fi world. So yeah, I suggest that you make contact with this game and give it a go if you like point and click adventure games, especially if you like LucasArts games and you've played a few of them but you've just not got round to the dig for whatever reason. You know, sit down, immerse yourself in the beautiful space soundtrack, and have a good walk through at your side for when you get frustrated about using the zero-G digger. I feel like a lot of point and click adventure games, I barely scratched the surface, but mechanically and in terms of writing, it seems to all be there. So yeah, thumbs up. And if you'd like me randomly coming across DOS games and point and click adventures, it does happen every so often, feel free to check out my other videos, and if you like, subscribe. Now, to float off into the vastness of space. Until next time.